very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Sports Cover Arena for the grand final of the Victorian Amateur Football Association. It's going to be a big game between Old Zavs and Old Brighton. Tony Shebeki here with you. Joining me in commentary, James Bell. Good afternoon, James.
Good afternoon, Tony. Great to be here. Weather conditions very windy, very similar to probably what the between those two sides. So it'll be interesting to see what they've learnt from that day.
And also a man that'll be very well known to people from the amateurs, Glenn Scarborough from Northwest FM, better known probably as Scatters. How are you, Scatters?
I'm good, thanks, Tony. How are you?
Good,
James?
mate. Good to have you part of the team.
Yes, it's been a long year, and this is the final day of a very long year, and started off disappointingly for me today, actually, with our under-19s going down in the earlier game. Unfortunately, D-Lar too strong in the under-19 Premier Section 11. I think it was 11-12 to 9-22.
Yeah, let's go through those scores. In the under-19s, it was D-Lar victorious, 14-8-92 to St Bernard, 6-14-50. The A-Section Reserve Grand Final saw Old Zavs 11-12-78, kicking with about a 4-goal breeze in the last quarter. Old Brighton kicked 3 goals against the wind, 9-22-76. Atrocious kicking, 9-22, especially since that wind is going pretty much straight up and down the ground, isn't it? There's not really favouring a pocket at all, James.
Absolutely, yeah. No, we saw that with both sides kicking very long with that wind down to the scoreboard side, and both goals. I did notice that both teams did seem to kick goals into that wind. So very interesting.
I think the important thing with it is not to let the ball get caught in this pocket on the grandstand side, because in the two earlier games, in the under-19s and early on in the reserves game, if it got stuck down here, it just didn't get out. So if you're defending, you'll bring it out here. But if you're attacking, you want to be getting over to centre-half forward from the wing rather than trying to get over there from the flanks.
Two teams currently in their warm-up will have the national anthem very shortly, and then we'll start the game. They've played 3 times this year already. In round 3, it was Old Brighton 16-16, 102 to Zavs 10-11-71. Round 14 saw Old Brighton take it out again by 40 points this time, 8-7, 115 to Old Zavs 11-9-75. The second semi-final, though, Old Zavs were able to turn it around, 14-18, 102 to Old Brighton 11-12, 78. So it's 2-1 in Old Brighton's favour, but Old Zavs have really been the dominant team for the year, haven't they?
Absolutely, yeah. I play for Old Haileybury, and they played us this year and absolutely pounded us both times. So they are absolute powerhouse. They've got some fantastic players, guys like Travis Rugg, Bowen, Lynch, Fleming, Ockleshaw, fantastic leader, VFA legend, playing in his 8th grand final today. So they have some, names right across the park. McCarthy, another one from Geelong, who's playing today. They are an absolute team of champions, and are playing really against a champion team who have proven coming up from B grade is a challenge, but one that they've taken on and done very well this year.
It's a great effort, isn't it, to come up from B grade in the first year into the grand final.
Oh, it's unbelievable what they've done this year, Brighton, and they've got in the grand finals in their seniors, reserves and under-19s, so they've very strong throughout the club. But they did know that they had to add to their B grade side, and they've done so, and they've done a wonderful job. And whatever happens today, it's been a fantastic year for them, and the Old Zavs, well, what do you say? 8 out of the last 12, and now going for 9.
The national anthem, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that's what it's all about, gentlemen. The start of a game, the national anthem, the blood gets pumping, and the crowd are really behind these two teams here. Old Xaverians and Old Brighton. It is the grand final for 2007 of the VAFA here at Sports Cover Arena. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we should be ready for the start of the game.
Xaverians have won the toss and will kick to the scoreboard end.
Well, the toss has been taken, gentlemen. It was old Zavs winning the toss. They'll be kicking with the wind in the first quarter, and probably not a silly idea.
Yeah, no, I think in grand finals you take every advantage as it comes to you. So if you win that toss, you'll go with the win and try and get away to the best start possible and make that first mental score on the board.
James, you went through some of the old Zavs players before, and yes, you're right, it is a team of champions. They've got some great players who have come from all around the town. We've got ex-Richmond players, Sandringham, North Ballarat, a lot of VFL, AFL experience. Go through the old Brighton team for us. You mentioned a champion team, not necessarily a team of champions. Work well as a group, don't they?
They really do, and gee, they've recruited very well this year, Brighton, and picked up some really hard-working type running players, and guys like I suppose Ainley coming across from the WAFL, very solid on baller. Perry, who's been terrific for them, kicked 5 last week. Guys like Paddy Phelan, who's been a terrific captain for the club and a clubman for many years now. Gadsden been there a long time. Perrett's also been a very fit, hard-working on baller. Who else? Guys like Brune as well, who's an ex-VFL and ex-WAFL. So they do have some players who can really play. Hindra as well, who's was second in the Woodrow medal this year, had a fantastic year. So they do have some very good, hard-running, very disciplined side, Brighton, quite young. So as much as there's probably not as a bigger names as, say, what Xaverians have, they do make it up in some pretty fresh and young legs and some fresh talent. So it should be a great contest today.
Scouters, go through the umpires for us today.
For the second year in a row, Russell Davidson and Tim Sutcliffe are the field umpires. The boundary umpire Tom Wisher and Cameron Hugendijk are both doing their first A-grade grand final in the boundary. And the goal umpires very experienced Bernie Hoare and Daniel Scully. So good luck to all the guys out there today. The game's not far off starting, and I suppose most people around amateur circles wouldn't be surprised that Sutcliffe and Davidson did the game last year. Two very good and experienced umpires. So let's hope we don't have to comment too much about them. Brighton by 11 points.
I'd like to see Brighton.
Brighton. Well, I'm going to go for the favourites. Old Zavs.
I was more impressed with Brighton the day they beat us when we were playing well than I was with Zavs.
Be great to see Brighton get up though, as we said, first year in the grand final, and we are about ready to start this big one. It is the grand final of the 2007 amateur season, A section. It is old Xaverians and old Brighton. Zavs are kicking to the right of screen, and it is Bai who gets the first tap. Chance here for Brighton to do something with it through Hendra. Tackled, players dive on him. The umpire allows the play to go on, and a bit of a how do you do just outside the pack. Have we had a whistle yet? No. Yes, we have, finally. Very hard to hear the whistle, obviously, with that breeze. So we've got a ball up, centre of the ground again.
Out it comes. It's through Fleming this time. Gets a kick in forward line, looking for Lynch. Can't mark. Ball comes to ground. Roving is Arnold, gets tackled. Ball goes to ground, and the umpire will ball it up. Arnold was actually reported 2 weeks ago for headbutting, got off the charge, and he's playing today. Ball goes up again, 35 metres out directly in front. Ball going along the ground, stacks on the mill again. Now it comes out to Wackelshaw, gets a little left foot kick in, but not as far, only as far as Brighton. And it will be cleared out there. Oh no, only as far as another Xaverian. And that's Colbert, 34 for Zavs. He's on 50. Big looping kick in. It's a lovely looking ball. It goes straight over the goal umpire's head, I think. He has. He's kicked a first goal. Fantastic kick from Colbert from 55, and there's the win.
That was the win, no doubt about it. A great advantage for Zavs in this first quarter. And it is old Xaverians going to 1 straight goal, 6. Old Brighton yet to score.
You'll be able to do that from that side of the ground, but you wouldn't be trying it from this side.
No. A good build up there by Zavs. Getting the ball forward, and that's what it's going to be all about in this win. Just really trying to keep that ball
push
up.
and push
Yep,
and push
exactly
forward.
up your end.
And again, it's some of the old school working for Xaverians. By taps it down. In hard is both players there. It's Colbert again. He's a lovely pickup of the football there. Comes in again and he's kicked two. He's kicked two in 30 seconds, Colbert. And what a start for the little star. Playing on half forward and absolutely has started on fire.
Hey, you've been generous, 2 in 30 seconds. I think it might have been 2 in 10. 2 straight, yet to score Brighton. Scatters,
Again.
lost for words.
Oh, just the way they just keep pushing and pushing out of the middle there. It's, and the ball broke free. Colbert just grabbed it, and from just a short jabbing kick from the 45-metre line, and it just went straight through. Terrific play.
So it's old Zavs, 2 straight, 12 points. Brighton yet to score. 2.5 minutes gone, first quarter. Tap won by Dawes that time for Brighton, but the kick, as you can see, straight into the wind. It blows nearly back over their head. Good work there by Rugg. Gets it out. And Zavs looking to move it forward. Great interception there by Hughes, who sends the ball forward now for Brighton. In the front of the pack, no one could take the mark. Hits the ground, a chance for Zavs to clear through defence, and they do. The services of Bingham coming into effect there, and the ball over the line. A throw in deep in the forward pocket for old Brighton.
Yeah, first time inside 50 now for Brighton.
Like to get one here against the trend, against the wind. Every goal against the wind, one would think, is valuable in this game today. By in front, nice tap. Beautiful piece of roving there by Bristow. Handball out towards his teammate there in Beardsley. And the ball going over for another throw. 50 out this time. Zavs have made a little bit of ground from that play. Effectively 2 kicks away, one would think now. By in front again. Nice tap. Looking for clear possession. It comes out now to the direction of Ainley. Tackled, lost the ball. That has to be in the back. No. Play on, says the umpire. Chance for Scanlon to get it out, but he was tackled and brought to ground, and we'll have another bounce. 2 straight 12. It is old Zavs. Brighton yet to score.
Umpire throws it up again. It's By in front. He's killing them into, I should say. Oh, got a little bit lost then, but who was that? That was Hendra. That was Hendra. Gee, that was a great.
The banana kick from the boundary line and very nearly got it through, just smothered on the line by the Zavs defence.
I was going to say the ruckman in By is killing them in the ruck so far for Xaverians. Short kick out, finds Justin Arnold. Arnold handballs over the top. Can't see who that is, but it gives it back to Arnold. Arnold pumps it down the wing. Long kick. Gee, watch it bounce now as well. Skims past Handley, and it'll find the boundary line and out of bounds.
Well, the influence of the wind there, that ball was kicked from just outside 45, and it's gone out of bounds just inside 45 at the other end of the ground.
It's amazing. That is, Fettingham rolled 120 metres, that ball. Just kept going, end over end over end. Zavs into attack once more. Throw in, By. He's won every knock, I'd reckon, this quarter. Good tackle, though. Brought down to ground there was Beardsley. Dropping the ball, says the umpire. So it'll be a Brighton free kick. Into the centre of the ground. Good pass. Found his teammate there in Perrott. He goes long. Down to half forward. Here's a chance for Brighton. As the ball kicked in by Dawes. Nice smother. Free kick, though, I think, maybe. Or out of bounds. It'll go out of bounds. And we'll have another throw in. 50 out from the Brighton goal again on the opposite side of the ground this time. As the boundary umpires will be earning their pay today, running into this breeze. Down left of your screen. Throw in. By again in front. He was beaten that time by Marsden, though. Ball comes down. Chance from Marsden. Tries to keep it in, but he was actually out of bounds. And another throw to take place. It's Zavs by 11. 6 minutes gone, first quarter.
Yeah, very good start here from Zavs. First 2. Very quickly. Brighton have now come back into the game. Third inside 50 now. Umpire throws it in. Goes a long way with the win. Tap down in front. Can't pick it up as Xaverians, but Brighton have got it. Come away. They're just moving backwards. Great pick up there from Arnold. Pumps it inside in the direction of Handley. Great pick up off the bounce. He's tackled well. Ball gets pushed forward. Ball in dispute. It's Scanlon now. Comes away. Whiffs a little handball across to Clark spins around on that left boot, looking inside for Ockleshaw. Can't take a mark. Ball goes to ground, and it's Ainley who'll relieve the Brighton defence. And that's a push in the back if I've seen one. And he'll take it. The advantage is called. Goes along the outer side. Looking for, suppose, just distance there. No, he miskissed it, and it's gone out of bounds on the full. As Beardsley, I think, brings it in to 39.
McCarthy it is who takes the mark. Centre of the ground now. Zavs bring it forward. Nice pass thrown to the chest there of Clark, who dropped the mark. Play on. Ball in dispute. And we may have a bounce. I think we do. Should have been an easy check there.
Some fierce tackling there, and a little bit of aggro going on the ball there.
As Brighton now look to clear out a defence. They do. The ball bounces in towards the centre of the ground. Here's a chance now for Bingham. Also in there is Rugg. He got the kick forward. Great work. Found his teammate in Scanlon. Kicks it into the square, but nobody home for Zavs. And the Brighton defence get to clear it over the line for another throw.
Dropped back there, the big man from Brighton, Dawson, was there in exactly the right spot at the tip of the goal square to save that one.
One would think that you just want to put a big man in the square at this breeze and just kick it up towards him and let your Rovers do the work.
Beardsley now from 55 comes across, and I think he's kicked this one. Yes, he's celebrating, the kid. Yes, well done. Fantastic goal, and again he's kicked that from about 55 out, and just shows how much this wind is blowing down that end. Fantastic.
3 straight to 1 behind, as you can see on the scoreboard, and Beardsley, former North Ballarat boy, doing a nice job so far.
Yeah, he's been a very good player for Zavs for a number of years now, and is very, very strong. And as you said, again, the wind having a big hand in that goal there with a good kick from outside the 45-metre arc and clearing away a little bit, the Zavs.
Once again, the wind can also play havoc with you too. You can misjudge the flight of the board. It may go a little bit longer than what you would normally think, as By, again, being dominant in the ruck. Ainley kicks out towards the wing. And the chase for the ball out there is...
That's Colbert.
Colbert does well, turns it around. And did that go on the full? No, it's gone out of bounds and a throw in. Someone should have worn the... someone should have brought in the jumper clash rule for this game. Very hard to sort them out. The black and the dark blue. Throw in though. 60 out from the Zavs goal again. By with another tap. Good move forward there by Scanlon.
That's
Beardsley
Beardsley again.
Beardsley once more. This time he's off target.
Great handball from Fleming there, but Beardsley just missing.
He's kicked 1-1 for the game. 2 goals to Colbert, and it's 3-1 to 1 behind.
Amy will kick it out for old Brighton. Waiting for them to break. Waiting for some options. He's going to go to the outer side. Pops it up there. Difficult ball to mark, but it's been marked on the outer side there by Brighton. Looks to go down the wing, kicking down the line. And out comes McCarthy for old Zavs and takes it on the chest. Read it beautifully. Looks inside. Now some movement from the Zavs forward line. Next to go short. Finds By. By moves it quickly on his right boot in the direction of Hanlon. Goes over the top. Kick off in the air was...
Maradona.
Dean Scanlon takes it out. And that was Lynch who tried to kick that out of the air. Maybe he was watching the game yesterday where, or Friday night.
Dynak over the head.
Yes. Throw in, deep in Zav's forward line. One there by Brighton.
It's home in
Clark
the big ruck.
tries to get it out, and it's smothered and goes out of bounds.
What do you reckon about this breeze, Scatters? Is about 4 or 5 goals?
I think it's got to be at least 5 goals, but you really do have to use it properly. You've got to be very, very careful the way you use it.
As the ball now thrown in, here's a chance as it comes over the back to Beardsley again with the snap over the shoulder. But through for one more behind. He's got 1-2 now. Been inaccurate in front of goal. 1-2 to Colbert.
I think you'll find there'll be very few goals kicked from this side of the ground, the way that wind's going, and they've proved that so far. All the goals coming from the other side of the ground or directly in front.
So we have Brighton restarting again through Ainley. Long kick. That was a good kick actually, with into the wind. The big ruckman there couldn't take the mark indoors. Ball comes down. And we will have a ball up. 55 out from the Zavs goal. At the right end of the ground. The end that, or the right side of the ground, according to scatters. That's the end you want to, the side you want to be on if you want to score goals.
Absolutely.
The outer side. As 12 minutes have elapsed, 19-point lead to Old Zavs, looking to make that 25 at the flick of an eye, you'd reckon. The tap from Dawes. Nice work too. Brought down in the tackle there was Anthony. Play on, says the umpire. And we'll have a bounce. Yes, we will.
Very scrambly in there. The Old Brighton have got all bar about 4 of their players inside the Zavs forward arc at the moment, so they're just trying to close it down.
Again, the ruckmen go at it. Good work too as it comes out now towards the player Ian Heath. Handball over the top, but no one there to take it. And again, it goes over that boundary umpire's earning his pay today. It is Zavs by 19, 12 and a half gone.
Comes back in, by up, taps it away. Here comes Ockleshaw. The old firm links up, and he's kicked a fantastic goal. Fantastic goal there from Ockleshaw. Gee, rode that beautifully from By. By just is absolutely dominating in the ruck. He tapped that down to the running Ockleshaw, and he just kicked that from about 35 metres out. 4 goals, 2-26, playing Brighton 1 point.
He's covered a lot of ground, Ockleshaw, so far, and you'll probably find soon he'll come off for one of his regular rests on the bench, but he's just a superstar. Ockleshaw, a sensational amateur footballer, and if they can't hold him, they're going to be in big trouble.
Yeah, one of the great things about the Xaverians side is the amount of rotations they can make through that midfield. Up it goes again. Dawes, no one wins that one.
By through that.
In dispute. Brighton get a quick kick away. Chasing. Handballs back to Xaverians. Goes back again. Kicks down to Scanlon. Can't mark. Ockleshaw keeps his feet. Can he keep it in? Oh, he doesn't at this occasion. Incoming hard was Ainley, and he pushed it out of bounds. Just on centre wing. Throw in. Plays around the 40. Beardsley's fighting in there. But one out by Brighton, but he's kicked it out of bounds. And that was Perrott. Just under pressure. And Zavs will take the relieving free kick. Looks to go long. Big pack forms and it's punched away and it'll go out of bounds. That was punched away by Oliver from Brighton.
So 80 out from the Zavs goal. A big kick here. We'll get it in towards full forward. It's a throw in. Takes place. No one can take possession of that. It was actually Bristow who had it in the hand. Well, actually, it was Ockleshaw who had it in the hand. And he was brought to ground. 15 minutes gone in the first quarter. Desperate work. Hendra with the handball out. Zavs just move it forward again. Going after it was Hughes, but it beats him over the line. And another throw-in. This time 35 out from the Old Xaverians goal.
Be very hard for them to get a goal from here. They'll have to centre it, try and come from straight in front or the other side.
In the ruck, by the tap forward, found Oliver, who tapped it forward as well, and over the line for another throw-in.
No, he's played deliberate there.
Has he really? Well, interesting. Fleming will take the free. No, he won't. He'll pass it over to Chatfield, and Chatfield will take the resultant free. I didn't see any deliberacy there. I didn't think he had any option but to go towards the boundary. Chatfield trying to prove Scatters wrong, and he can't.
He'll try all day. It won't happen.
Well, actually, it's on the full, I think. Or is it at a point? No, I think it's on the full. So no score there at all. We'll have to get the word down to the teams at quarter time. Scatters says do not kick from that pocket.
I've watched the 2 games here earlier today, and I'd be very surprised if anyone gets a goal from out there.
Brighton kick it out, but they kick it right out and right out on the full. They're playing a game of kick to kick at the moment, and Colbert will take the free kick. He'll have to try and bring this in to really the top of the goal square. He goes that way. Nice looking ball. I think Byers in good position.
Good kick.
And I think he's taken it. That's McCarthy, is it? It is indeed. McCarthy's taken the mark. The ex-Geelong player read that perfectly in the breeze. He took one up at half-back not long ago. Read it so much better than the rest of the players there, and he's done that very well. Good kick from Colbert. It's where they need to pop it if you're any chance of kicking a goal from that right-hand side pocket. That's where you've got to put it. And he goes back in and lazily puts that through for another goal to Xaverians.
5-2-32. It's the Zavs. Old Brighton won behind 1 point.
It's interesting to note there that second time the ball went out in the full in towards centre half forward, let the ball taken in towards the goal square. You've seriously got no chance of kicking a goal from the boundary line out there.
And they let the ball just float into the top of the square. It was a perfect kick from Colbert. And Zavs get another one. Well, there's a 5-goal advantage. They've got it now.
Key now is whether Brighton can hold them to only that.
With around about 10 minutes or so to go in the quarter, I would fear not. I think there might be a few to go. Free kick in the centre of the ground. It'll be taken by Dawes. Infringement in the ruck. So Dawes looks forward. Nice little pass. Looking for his teammate there in Jacoby. Good work out to Mann on the right foot. Squeezes it into the pocket. And nice defensive work there by Serafini to take the ball over the line. Throw in, 40 out from the Brighton goal. They need one. One against the wind would be very, very handy. Tap forward by Supupo. And the kick by Chatfield goes over the line for a throw-in. Nice little crowd here today. Enjoying what has been a couple of great games so far on the final day of football for the VAFA. DLRCL taking the under-19s. Old Zavs taking the A-section reserves by 2 points. And Zavs leading this one at the moment. Anthony kicks that one forward. Diving onto the ball there is Clark. Got the handball out. Nice work too. Here's a chance now for Brighton. A good mark taken there by Perry in front of goal. And Brighton with a chance to get there first on the board. Beautiful pass and good build-up, Scatters.
Absolutely. Broke away from the pack and a perfect lead from Perry. Got that metre in front, that's all you need to be, and that took a very strong mark.
So Perry will line it up from about 20 out. He'll kick from 25. Directly in front, just needs to kick through. And will get the distance, one would think, regardless of how strong that breeze is.
In he comes. Kicks it very high.
He's got some height to that, didn't he?
But he's kicked it through.
He did.
As long as it goes through the middle. And Perry has the first for Brighton. And it's just what they need to try and find something. Nearly at the 20-minute mark. 5-2, old Xaverians to 1 goal, 7 points to Brighton. And they'd really like at least one more before quarter time. And to try and keep Xaverians scoreless from there on.
How important is that goal, Scatters?
Oh, very important. I think you find the reserves kicked their first goal into the wind early in the last quarter. So, and not too many goals were kicked up that way in the 19s either with this wind. It's very, very important.
Here comes Arnold. Great tap out there by Sapupo. Outer side is Fleming. Tries to kick it inside, but it's a bit under the football. Ball in dispute. Good tackle there from Beardsley. Pushed out by Scanlon it was. Pushed in, he's hit downfield. Hit a bit late. I think it was Arnold who was hit late. And it will be downfield. No, it was Fleming who was hit late. And it will be downfield and will go to the big man Hanley.
Can't afford to do that. That's a very, very bad free kick.
Yeah, Hanley generally a good kick. First touch today, I think, for Hanley. Big forward, in he comes. Can it be a good start for him? I think he's pushed it slightly right. Oh no, he was happy with it himself, but the umpire said no, you've missed to the left, and it's through for one behind.
Nearly went Port Phillip Bay. The ball just kept going.
The Zavs starting their rotations with Justin Arnold coming off the ground for a bit of a break and Luke Howard on.
We wait the ball to come back into Sports Cover Arena. Finally does now. That ball literally went 90 metres. It went about 40 metres past the goals. It just kept going. Ainley will take the ensuing free kick. Well, kick in, I should say, for Old Brighton. Plays on. Goes long to the outer side. Nice kick too. Got over the 50. Good defensive punch from Zavs, even though it was in their forward half. And beating the player there in Mercury over the line. Another throw-in going to this boundary umpire. What's his stats, Scatters?
He's leading.
Without a doubt.
Miles in front.
Nice knock from behind. Anthony. The boundary umpire gets another one. 40 out from goal. Brighton doing everything they can to try and keep this lead to 26 points. They'll be happy with that one, would think, with this breeze. Ooh, ball bounces down. Here's a chance for the defence of Brighton to get it forward. Kicked out of the air, though, by Woodruff. And don't tell me he has. That is an amazing goal. The ball bouncing towards the point post. And Woodruff just out of the air, snagging that one on the impossible angle and kicked it from this side of the ground, Scutters.
Yeah, but it was a soccer kick. It wasn't a footy kick.
Oh, give him credit.
Scanners, what are your thoughts on
Absolutely amazing goal, but a bad mistake from the Brighton defence there, punching it. He didn't look because he punched it straight towards the towards Woodruff, who was running straight at him. Should have been going either for the boundary line or forcing him through for a point.
Ball goes up. May not had a lot of talk down there. And it's Beardsley. Oh no, it was Howard who was in straight in the middle. Kick down long from Clark, and another good mark taken by Hanley's got it. And in a very similar position, probably just 10 metres out from where he was last time, Hanley. And this to really make it a fantastic first quarter for Xaverians. In they come. He'll kick from 45. It's on its way. He's actually pushed it the other way this time and goes through for one behind. Old Xaverians move off to 40, whereas Old Brighton is still on 7 points.
Distance was never going to be a problem there, Scatters. It was always going to be accuracy.
No, not a problem from anywhere out there. And continuing the rotations, the Zavs with Colbert and Sapupu coming off for a rest.
Kick in by Ainley. Once again, it goes over the 50 line. It's a lovely long kick, Ainley, into this breeze. Be a free kick, though, going Brighton's way. As the umpire takes control now, Hughes sends it forward. Back flies, no one can take the mark. Chatfield, nice handball off to Beardsley. Out towards Clark, onto the right foot. Spears it in, a beautiful pass.
It's Lynch.
To the big fellow at full forward, Lynch. And he will kick for his first of the game.
I think it's just about his first kick, actually.
So Lynch will kick from 45. Chance to take it to a 39-point margin. Lines him up from 50. Blows to the right. And it's one behind. Fleming comes off and Arnold goes on for Zavs, and they lead by 34 points.
Zavs giving Arnold a 5-minute break there. You'll notice they'll do this all day. They take their main players off for 4 or 5 minutes at a time, then bring them back on.
Ainley now comes this side. Very hard kick to mark that one, but it was taken. It must have been touched. Play on's the call, and it was jumped on. He's been kicking beautifully, but that one didn't come off the boot very well from Ainley at all.
I was just about to say, you give him a rap. And what do they do?
On 45. By taps it across towards goal. It's picked up by Brighton, beautifully tackled. Ball on the ground, it's Perrott. Nice little handball off. Goes back, and umpire said he's thrown that one. Will the advantage be played to Howard? No, it won't. It'll come back. Bit of a scuffle on here. Hockleshaw's been right in everything today. And Gadsden was caught, and they've got 25. Umpire will not take anything, and that's a decent 25.
Reversed it and gave him 25.
He goes in short, looking for Ainley. You know he's a good kick. Puts it in, beautiful spot, and up into ball's fired down. Great pick up there from Brighton. Comes inside. He's hit by 3 people. He's Perrott, but he's put it ball out in front, and a fantastic grab. Got to pay that to Talbot, is it? Fantastic grab to Talbot. Gee, he was at full stretch and took that out on the chest. That was a fantastic mark, and just what Brighton needs, especially after Xaverians have missed their last couple, to put this second goal on the board. Will hopefully let them build into the second quarter. Just taking his time, doing up his shoe. Very important kick, this one.
Good build up there, Scatters. Just moving the ball, small kicks into the wind, just getting possession.
And the way it's gusting so much, that's what you've got to do. If you kick it up in the air, it just almost comes back over your head.
In he comes, hangs up high, but it's just 3 for 1 behind.
Supporting end to a good piece of play from Old Brighton to the wing. 33 points the difference now. Zav's in front. Johnson. Nice kick to Chatfield on the chest. He finds McCarthy now on the wing. Turns around. Right foot goes long. No mark taken. Ball bounces off the back of the pack. Here's a chance for Zavs again. The handball forward there by Bingham towards Perry. And the mark taken there by Lynch, who looks a little bit proppy on his leg, actually. Has he done a hamstring or something, Lynch? No, he's just trying to get his angles right here.
He's going to run straight at us.
He is.
Try the banana.
Up, and that floats out of bounds on the full. Wasting opportunities here, Zach. They lead by 33 points.
Yeah, I think they probably should be a little bit further in front, although it is very, very hard out there in that wind.
Comes out, fantastic grab there by Lloyd. Very good grab. He's got to put it in the same places where Colbert put it before, or he's going to elect to come right across. Now he goes back, hops it in the hot spot. Let's Big Hanley run at it. Can't take a grab. Pumps it in across to Hendra, back to McGuinness. Puts it down the line. No, he's tackled. Clark puts it into the hot spot again. Ball goes up. No one can mark off hands. And umpires called a free kick. I think it was a push out. And it will go to Lynch. Lynch has got it. You guys see that at all?
No, not at all. Unless it was an infringement just off the ball.
Well, no, it was as they were going for the mark, but there were 3 or 4 Brighton players in there, so maybe someone's grabbed his jumper or something, but now he should get this. I know he's on this side of the ground, but he's only 5 metres out, so he should get this.
That'll be 2 Scatters from this side of the ground.
He's missed.
You're dead right, mate.
told you,
You
didn't
cannot, even if you're 1 metre out, you can't kick it from this side of the ground. Gee whiz. 6-6 to 1-2.
I must say, I think that was a poor kick. I don't think it was the wind.
That was your Moz. That's what it was. Bristow will take the kick in for Brighton. Nice kick too. Out to 65. Looking for Dawes. Ball comes down. By knocks it forward for Zavs. Comes back into the pack and will have a bounce. 60 out from old Zav's goal. They lead by 5 goals, 4. Probably could have been about 7 goals too. Some inaccurate work though, as the ball comes, a lovely tap from By to Arnold. There's a chance now for Brighton to move it forward. Beardsley pushed off the ball though, and it goes out for another throw. Be giving this boundary umpire a rub on the shoulders at quarter time, so make sure it doesn't seize up. As they go through again, great work. Here's a chance for Lloyd, was it? To kick the goal for Zavs. It was Lloyd who streamed through from centre half, and a lovely kick.
Could be a very handy goal at the 31-minute and 22nd mark of the first quarter.
40 points up now, and that might be a nice commanding lead, but let's not forget that Brighton have the wind in the second quarter. How they use it, though, is going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, good attacking footy there from Beardsley. Buys up, Dawes wins this one down. Comes only forward to Xaverians. They pump it in forward. There's a bit of jumper holding there, but play on's the call. Mercuri's got it. The under-19 comes through. Just didn't kick it high enough. But he's there again, second effort. Ball in dispute. Oh, great pickup from Colbert. Comes around, tries to do something special, and he's just put it through for one behind. Gee, some great pace there from Mercury.
He's the captain of their under-19s. He's a fantastic player. He actually got a hamstring injury in the second semi-final, but he's certainly recovered well.
As we have a start and a stop and a restart again. Ball kicked out over 50. A free kick going to Zaz for what can only be seen as a push. Hanley will take it. Maybe hands in the back or something.
He signalled holding the someone had on his jumper, so I couldn't see it.
Regardless, it'll be Hanley to kick from about 57. Puts it up. Nice.